We have Ricardo Lara. I actually was not aware of this person, so I'm going to let her take it away. Who is he?
So Ricardo Lara is our insurance commissioner here in California.
What is that? I don't even know, what does that do?
He basically regulates and safeguards all the insurance issues in California. And as a lot of people probably know, we have a major insurance crisis in California.
Yeah.
Major insurance crisis, not only when it comes to automobile insurance and things like that, but home insurance.
Yeah.
Because guess what? We have a wildfire issue here in California.
Yeah.
And, the state very notoriously cannot keep brush down or do any of that maintenance that they're supposed to do with our taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
We have the highest taxes in the country, and yet they are incapable of achieving this.
Yeah.
But insurance rates are skyrocketing for homeowners because of wildfire insurance.
Yep.
People are getting their insurance canceled. We had issues pre the Palisades. I think all of that due to lawsuits was fixed, but there were so many people that had their homeowners insurance canceled a week before the Palisades
It happened
fire.
to one of my friends.
Yeah, and it's just bonkers. So clearly he's not particularly good at his job in the first place.
Yeah. I was going to say, so he sucks at his job because this is the worst state for all of those things.
Yep.
Especially I'm someone hit my car recently, left a note. I got my car fixed. Boom, my car insurance is $50 more a month.
Yep.
And then half the time the other person's illegal and doesn't have insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we all saw everything that happened with the homes. What's important, though, is he's the first openly LGBTQ plus statewide elected official in California history. Oh, and a son of immigrants. And uses pronouns, he, him, his. So we know that, his job doesn't matter, but his qualifications are that he's gay and his parents were immigrants. So that's who he is.
We can talk about his gayness a little bit more because Ricardo Lara has taken, at the very least, 48 taxpayer-funded trips since taking office in 2019. Only, I believe it's 7 of which have confirmed.
Sorry.
This picture is amazing.
Hold on, we need to talk about the phone.
Talk about this picture.
So this is an image of him in a shirt that says fag. So this is someone with a job.
Oh, not only a job, he represents you. He represents the whole state of California when it comes to insurance.
To be fair, I do like the shirt. I'd actually like to wear a matching shirt while I interview him. But continue on about him.
That would be brilliant, honestly. We should just have him come in for an interview.
Jesus, these people,
they're nuts. They're nuts. This is actually ridiculous. But anyway, so he's taken at least 48 taxpayer-funded trips since taking office in 2019.
I haven't had a vacation in 7 years.
Right? Well, guess what? Only 7 of them have confirmed business-related things going on said trips, mind you. He's taken luxury safaris in Africa.
Oh, this was him.
Yes, this was him.
Oh, we covered him last week.
Oh, did you?
I was like, African safaris are $1 million, by the way. I hope everyone knows that.
Safaris.
Yeah.
He spends
Columbia gay thing?
Yeah. No. It's he went to New York for Pride Fest. He went to New York for Pride Fest and decided to go bar hopping with I think it was just a drag queen. I still call them trannies, though. A tranny
Same.
DJ.
Yeah.
Called DJ Kitty Glitter.
DJ Kid.
Honestly, might as well be.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
I'm we know what's up.
But this was all paid for by your taxpayer dollars.
It's crazy, too, because it's my money and these people hate me.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part about it. If I was on their team, I'd be like, whatever, Kitty Glitter and the state. And I always tell people, I'm fine with all the corruption as long as the state is perfect. If the streets are clean, the trash guy's coming, the homeless people aren't stabbing me.
The problem is that the money it takes to fix all these issues, they want for themselves, though, so they can't do that.
Yeah, so they don't fix the issue, and then they go to, have $1 million safari and be gay on my dime. We have a video.
Lara made at least 46 trips across the country and all over the world. But as we found out, a significant chunk of the records are missing, and the state has been unable to provide them, including work-related trips where he is pictured or listed as a speaker in Singapore, Cape Town, South Africa, Dublin, Costa Rica, Chile, Egypt, Tokyo, Glasgow, and Dubai, plus a handful of trips to these states. With that said, the trip receipts we do have are not cheap. For context, records show Illinois' insurance commissioner spent $680 for the entire year of 2022. Meanwhile, during the first 6 months of Lada's term, his cross-country and international trips cost taxpayers more than $33,000.
He's bottle popping, rooftops, 5-star hotels.
Yep, all of it. First class flights.
First class.
Security.
The irony of security, too. But I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, the irony of security.
When you find out, okay, first of all, I work 24/7. I don't get to go on vacations. I only get to travel for work. And then I get to fund people who literally hate me and vote to ruin my life, make it expensive, and put it in danger. This is the problem with specifically California politics, too. You realize why everyone's so corrupt. Because as long as you're fine with just being a piece of shit with no moral backbone, which is why there's not conservatives in charge, and you have no God in your life, and you're just like some flaming weirdo who loves satanic drag queens, you can just have a great life, take all of our money, everybody over, be corrupt because you have no moral compass. And then the irony is people like that gaslight people like us. And I'm like, how are you guys not upset? If you are broke in Los Angeles and you have a shitty job, shitty home life, do you not look at this and this should piss you off?
100%. Well, especially when, let's be real, taxes hit most of us incredibly hard. Incredibly hard. And so when you're trying to come up with the money to pay your taxes and you sit here and you see people like this just jumping off on luxury vacations, going to a speaking engagement in Singapore and then staying an extra 2 weeks for a little vacation on your dime, you're telling me that you think that that's okay? You're telling me that you are fine with them doing that and you continue to vote for these people? Yeah. Like, that's the problem.
What the does this have to do with California?
Nothing.
What the are you in Singapore and Africa for when you're the insurance person of California? That fine. You know what? You can go from Riverside to Bakersfield on my dime.
Seriously.
That's fine.
Seriously, why are you bottle popping with a tranny DJ in New York? Please tell me how that is benefiting me and the insurance crisis in this state. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, meanwhile, everyone's homes are burning to the ground. They can't get insurance. It's through the roof. Someone's hitting my car. I'm getting I have to pay more money for it. And then he gets to go do all. I love how they always have security.
100%. And the governor's fine with it.
Of course.
The governor's office has to sign off on all these expenses. So,
what? I will volunteer for that job because I want all these expenses coming in and I want to be like, oh, $35,000 for an African safari train for an hour.
Some to me if they're committing some
That's the thing. You have to realize all Democrats, this is why I'm saying all Democrats are evil. I don't care. They're all corrupt. Everyone who takes these jobs is completely morally bankrupt. That's why there's no Republicans or conservatives. And also, if there was, we'd realize we're spending all this money on bullshit. And I've said it so many times, I don't even care about the corruption as long as things function and work properly. But we live in hell. And then I see this shit. I'm like, are you kidding me?
For the rest of the country, I know that they all look at California and they're like, ugh, California. I don't think people even realize how bad it is, though.
It's very bad.
It's really bad. I'm sure you have too, but I've had so many conversations with friends that live in, Florida or wherever. And I'm like, no. California Democrats are not the same as Florida Democrats.
No, they're insane.
Not remotely. Like, all the California Democrats are far left extremists. There are no moderate Democrats in California. It is just simply not possible. And if you are a moderate Democrat, look at what they did to Gavin Newsom when he tried to kind of, quote unquote, bridge the gap a little earlier this year. They completely eat their own if they don't fall in line with their agenda. That's just what it is.
No, that's why I was like, there's no one normal. The Democrats here are the far left. They're like Portland people, which is the only place that's actually worse than here. And we see it, but I just don't know why normal people aren't upset. Normal liberal Democrats that I still interact with, I never hear them upset about this shit. And I'm like, yeah, but you're broke and your life sucks. So why do you not care?
They choose not to pay attention to it. That's what it is.
Well,
they choose not to pay it. Exactly. It's very convenient because then it just doesn't burden them increasingly. So it does the rest of us that actually pay attention and want to fix these issues. But just anything that the bad orange man does, we vote against.
We vote against it.